out, and then we'll find out.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. You know, the concern that I think all of us have to have is the erosion of small businesses in our small communities. They are so essential to the well-being of where we live and how we live. And you're here representing a small business. The issue here is about the powerlessness of businesses. And there's a difference between the bookstore and Visa and Mastercard, by the way, and their capacity to have any control over what their costs are when the well-being and their capacity to survive is beneficial to the citizens in all of our communities. And they're getting hammered constantly. You know, I want to talk to Mr. Sheehy and Ms. Kirkpatrick. You talked about the virtues and the benefits of what is provided. I totally agree. It's good to have security. It's good to have fraud protection. It's good to have merchant confidence that the payment will be honored. That is good. It doesn't justify the rip-off prices. And it's painful for me to have you sitting next to Mr. Callahan. You know, your CEO, what's he make? $23 million in 2023? Is that what it was? Your CEO, $24 million?
The information is public. I don't have it at my...
That's right. Market cap for Visa, $600 billion, $611 billion. Market cap for MasterCard is $478 billion?
Yes.
All right, so let's go to this question. You're concerned, you said this, Mr. Sheehy, that if there was a lower price, there wouldn't be confidence necessarily that the consumer would benefit, correct?
I expressed some concern, Senator, with the price caps that were implemented.
So let's just talk what that really means. You want to have the right to do the rip-off rather than let him get the discount. That's what you're arguing. Who will get the benefit? We don't know necessarily. But if you have 4 gas stations on the corner and one of those goes out there and reduces price by 2 cents, you know what? I think competition then is going to put the pressure on the others. I want to talk about another thing. The rates that you charge merchants vary. What do you charge Walmart?
We have a large business with Walmart.
What do you charge Walmart? Level it. Let's be candid and transparent instead of rhetorical. What do you charge Walmart?
Senator, as I sit here, I don't know what the Walmart...
It doesn't matter what you think!
What do you charge Mr. Callahan? Mr. Kirkpatrick, what do you charge Walmart?
I don't have the information.
What do you charge Mr. Callahan?
I would have to look...
Well, you both negotiate with Walmart, right? Because they're big.
Walmart's a big customer.
If Mr. Callahan wants to get the Walmart deal, does he have your phone number or know how to get it and call you up and say, hey, let's make a deal? We're having tough times here in Cambridge and I want to keep...
You haven't earned it. Like I don't know.
Selling books to my community. Can he call you? Can he call you?
I would welcome the opportunity to talk to Mr. Callahan
please.
and connect him to third parties that can help
How many millions of
rights.
Mr. Callahans do you have?
There are 33 million U.S. businesses.
So do you have a business unit where you have lots of people who can handle 33 million accounts like Mr. Callahan's who call you up? You know, you talked, Mr. Sheehy, you talked about how you know the customer. What about the merchant? They're getting so ripped off, so ripped off. Now, where's that chart here? You know, this is another issue. 0.3% in-person cap in the EU, right? Visa does business, right, in the EU?
Yes.
And MasterCard does business in the EU, right?
Yes.
And all of those wonderful things you described, fraud protection, consumer confidence, you do that in Europe just like you do here in the United States, right?
Yes.
So why not have Mr. Callahan pay the lower rate and all of Mr. Callahans around the country? What's the problem? You're able to do it and make a profit.
Senator, we share your values in wanting to drive lower prices for small business.
You are killing small business in the United States of America. I yield back.
So there we have it. We'll check the chat and then I'll give my final thoughts, right? We'll check the chat and I'll give my final thoughts as we wrap up the show for today, right? But you know, we'll see. Let me see. As we wrap it up today. Let's see. So, your car had said a fee is a tax. That's the way. All right. So I took the liberty of looking up the definition of a tax as a compulsory contribution to state revenue levied by the government on workers' income and business profits or added to the cost of some goods, services, and transactions. If a fee, so your card said that, so if you raise the fee on my property, no, they just raised your property taxes. That's it. HOA fee is a tax. Is the HOA fee being paid to the state, federal government, or is the HOA fee being paid to your HOA, which you chose to buy a home in the HOA? and agree to their terms and conditions, and some HOA fees they'll pay for, like they'll cover your roof maybe, and they'll cover the lawn care and all that type of stuff, the pool and stuff like that, that's just a fee that you agreed to pay. A tax is compulsory, meaning that you have to pay. You have no choice. You have no choice, right? So that's why I don't agree that a fee is a tax. A fee is a fee, and a tax is a tax, right? Fees are what government use when they want to sneak something in past a couple of conscious voting public. If the government charges it, it's a tax. Because it's not optional. If you choose to do business with another entity and they have a fee that you're agreeing to pay, then that's on you. That's how I see it. Let's see. The fees are too high. Well, then don't do business with them. Simple as that. Don't do business with them. It says businesses and governments levy fees, but only governments levy taxes. Fair enough. But I just think anything the government, because the government doesn't own anything, right? They don't own anything. So I don't see that they can levy a fee on somebody because if you're not getting something back, like I think you need to define the fee versus the tax. Like what makes it a fee from the government versus what makes it a tax? Because I think if the government is charging for it, then it's probably a tax. But companies could do fees. All right. That's my thoughts on it. Right. Anyways, that is it for today. Let's wrap up. So my final thoughts on this whole thing, right? My final thoughts is I think that when these people go to testify before Congress, and the Senate or the House or whatever, the reason that Congress is so aggressive with them is because they're soft. Like they let like the government bully them into submission instead of like saying this is what it is. Like instead of giving like something that I hate when people do, right? When you ask them a question, instead of just giving you the answer first and then giving you the context behind it, is like they just want to give you a bunch of word salad, right? Instead of like just tell me what it is first. Like, is it yes or no? And then give me an explanation if needed. But the answer was yes. Can Mr. whatever his name was call you? No, he can't call me. Does Walmart get a better fee? Hell yeah, they get a better fee. Why does Walmart get then why does Walmart get a better fee? Because Walmart, the amount of business that Walmart, the amount of money that we make from Walmart in an hour is what we make from this little company in 10-year span, right? If even. So that's why Walmart gets a way better deal, because we get way more money from Walmart than we get from this little small business. So that's why they pay a higher fee, because it's at the end of the day. And if you have a problem with it, then we can pack our balls and go home. And then the government can make their own credit card company, and they can provide services to these small businesses. And I guarantee you, they're going to come begging us to service. I'm like, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Whenever the government gets involved and takes care of something, they get involved to try to make it better. They make it 100 times worse. My thoughts on the whole thing. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, the well building journey said, all right, so we read that one. It says, in my opinion, it's wordsmithing. Okay. It's something someone has to pay for a privilege of access to a product or service. See, but that's the difference though. The reason I disagree on the wordsmithing part is because I think on a fee, you have a choice. Whether you're going to do business, because let's put it like this. Let's say Walmart is charging you a fee. Here's an example, right? If you want to, Walmart has like their plan where you can like use this particular checkout lane, right? That's a fee where they charge you like what, $90 for the year, where you can like get a fast checkout. That's a fee, right? But that's a privilege or access to a product or service. However, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to pay it. That's optional. Amazon Prime, that's a fee, right? Any service is a fee, right? Amazon Prime is a fee, where you can get your items the same day if you order over $25, which that ordering over $25 is also a fee, right? But guess what? You don't have to have Amazon Prime, and you don't have to have the video. You don't have to get the fast shipping. You can just get the regular. You can get the regular plan, get free shipping. Wait about a week and a half to get your item. My mom, she doesn't have Amazon Prime, and she waits to get her items through the mail and stuff like that. So fees are optional if you want to do business or not. Taxes are required. They're required based on where you choose to live. So if they say, oh, in the EU, it's so much cheaper, then move to the EU. In Canada, it's so much cheaper, then move to Canada. Oh, I want free healthcare, move to Canada. Let's see how the immigration works over there, though, you know? It says fee, tax, toll, custom duty. Mitch says, I don't know if Mitch is like, I agree or I don't agree. I don't know, but that's my thoughts, right? That is my thoughts. Just my opinion. You know, as I must say.
I was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
Those are my thoughts. It says, technically, taxes aren't required, though. How can you explain technically how taxes are not required? Because if you don't pay them, they will put you in jail, i.e. Wesley Snipes. Who else was in jail for who else was in taxes for not paying taxes? Who went to jail for not paying taxes? Let's see. Who else went to jail for not paying taxes? Pretty sure a lot of people do. Famous people, Chuck Berry in 1979. 23 celebrities convicted of tax evasion. I don't know who none of these people are, honestly. Chuck Berry. Richard Hatch, I don't know who that is. Pete Rose. Dolce & Gabbana. Martha Stewart. Nicolas Cage. He didn't go to jail, though, did he? I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. Al Capone, see, look at that. At one point, the U.S. relied. I don't disagree with you. On that, the wealth building journey. I'm just saying that fees and taxes are not the same thing. That's my thing. It's not wordsmithing. The government forces you to pay taxes, or they put you in jail. They put a gun to your head. And fees, you choose what fees you're going to pay and what fees you're not going to pay by who you decide to do business with. That's my thoughts on it, right? Anyways, we're going to wrap it up for today.
It's Tech Coach Ralph TVV. Yeah. Men lying, women lying, numbers manipulate. Don't matter what no one say, I throw the stats away. No need for calculators, we already greater. No need to validate us. It's Tech Coach Ralph TV. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop yawning. Get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Tech Coach Ralph and Mitch and Yakar, that's how it be. Shooting galaxies from their hands, it's Tech Coach Ralph TV. You don't need to grab your remote because you'll be floating free. Don't gotta worry about negative forces, it's positivity. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop yawning. Get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop the yawning. But I get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Men lie, women lie. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Men lie, women lie. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Tech Coach Ralph and Mitch and Yakar, that's how it be. Shooting galaxies from their hands, it's Tech Coach Ralph TV. You don't need to grab your remote because you'll be floating free. Don't gotta worry about negative forces, it's positivity. Tech Coach Ralph and Mitch and Yakar, that's how it be. Shooting taking galaxies from the hands. It's Tech Coach Ralph TV. You don't need to grab your remote because you'll be floating free. Don't gotta worry about negative forces, it's positivity. Get up, it is Saturday morning. I've got to get my coffee cause I can't stop yawning. Get to watch my favorite show today. Men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Number manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate. Numbers manipulate.